Okay, I think he's dead. Anyway, so now we finally dealt with him. We get his weapon, which his weapon is the final and most powerful weapon in the game, the plasma rifle. So much like the laser rifle, except this one is, I'm going to drop my pistol finally as well. So goodbye to our trusty sidearm. We will miss it, and drop all of its ammo as well. Eventually, I'll probably even drop the sniper rifle. Well, no, I won't. I'll keep the setup I have. This will be the setup I'll have for the end of the game. Because there's no more regular enemies to fight. It's just there's going to be a different variety of enemies to the final level, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. But the plasma rifle basically does not behave like the laser rifle, where it's a continuous stream. It behaves sort of like the concussion rifle from Halo Reach, where it's small projectiles with splash damage. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet for this scene.
Is that you?
Not exactly.
Adam? Oh my God, Adam! It's you. You're hurt. What happened?
What happened to you? I risked my life for you, Megan. I came halfway around the world, and for what?
It's not what you think.
Are you part of this?
No! No, Adam, I swear it! The kidnapping was real. The attack on Seraph Industries, they came after me. They wanted my research.
And when did you decide they could have it?
It didn't happen like that. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. I couldn't! And then David said we had to use it. We owed it to mankind.
David? What are you talking about?
My great discovery. The genetic framework I found that makes it easier for living tissue to bond with implants. I found it. In you, Adam. I used your DNA. I wanted to tell you, I swear. But David convinced me what it could mean for mankind. How much better off we could all be. It took Hugh to make me see how wrong I was.
Hugh? Hugh Darrow.
He owns this facility. After Namir brought us here...
Richard! Patch me into Seraph, now!
Adam, please! He was only pretending to work with Tai Young and the others. He found out what they were planning to do and told them he would help. But only to make sure they never succeeded. Their control signal won't work.
Thank you, David. Ladies and gentlemen,
Spoiler warning again, by the way.
has asked me to show the world how human enhancement technology can change it. After careful deliberation, I've decided I must do exactly that. Forgive me.
Holy crap.
He's modified the control signal. Anyone with the new biochip will be affected. Hugh never said anything about this.
I'm going back for the scientists.
No, Adam! I know the complex better than you. I'll find them. There's a hangar bay through there. Get to its control room and retract the roof. Clear a path for us.
Now, I gotta say, I really like the way that scene went. I like that he gets pissed off at her, because it's like, does she have any idea how many times we almost died? I mean, I really can't encapsulate how much I like that scene, and I think it went perfectly, and it's very emotional. Anyway, I'm going to hack my way into this safe that's here. This is probably a safe owned by Hugh Darrow, considering this facility is Hugh Darrow's building, and this is Hugh Darrow's room. So, and Hugh Darrow apparently has made himself the villain, so, interesting twist there. But inside the safe is something very important, and we need level 5 hacking to get. The last Hugh Darrow ebook. And achievement we get. Finally. So after 4 runs through the game, I finally have all the achievements. Don't believe me? We'll have a look. There you go, 59 out of 59. All the DLC achievements, all the main 1000. Alright, so I'm glad I found all of them. I didn't screw that one up again because I was able to show that off for the LP, so that's pretty cool. But now that's taken away, now that's taken care of, we don't need to worry about any augmentations from here on out. Now this scene would happen a little bit differently depending on certain variables. Like if Malik got killed when you entered Hungsha the last time, she would obviously not be in this scene, and they'd have to hijack that helicopter that's already sitting there. But this is the only time we see Malik again if we after we save her. And the nice thing about having her is she will drop an EMP bomb on these guys, and we won't have to fight them. But if we do have to fight them, they'll have a very interesting behavior that I'm going to discuss when we actually encounter them in the next level. Another thing that's different is during the cutscene with Megan there, when she says their control signal won't work, you're like, yes it does. If you got the upgraded biochip, he'll be like, yes it does. They nearly shut me down. And she'll give you like a patch that will fix it for you, so you get your augmentations back, and you're not affected by the thing that Hugh Darrow did. So there's an explanation for that. So but that part of it is skipped if we didn't get it all together, which we didn't. So over here is a secret room. I want to show this off because there's a computer here we can hack. And if we do that, we get an achievement relative to it. It's a secret room. But there's an upgrade in here that I want to get. This is a cooling system. We can either equip it for the heavy rifle or the plasma rifle. I want to put in the plasma rifle because I haven't seen what it does on the plasma rifle yet. We'll be getting more ammo for the plasma rifle in the next level, and I'll be demonstrating it there. But it's actually really nice on the heavy rifle. We could have gotten it earlier in the game, but I figured we'd be getting a free one here anyway. So, yeah, the one for the heavy rifle... it changes the aesthetic look of the heavy rifle quite a bit, but it makes it to where chances are it will not overheat before it runs out of its full clip. So that's another nice... that takes away one of the odd variables of the heavy rifle. So you know, we're going to go ahead and get this random space shuttle type thing here to take us to Panchaea and take down Hugh Darrow. I have no idea how this thing is going to work, but... we've already done some really stupid crap as it is. We're not about to back down now. I really like this scene too. This scene really encapsulates all the lengths that Jensen has gone through this adventure and how he's basically like risked his life to become this reluctant hero sort of, and how he just is in disbelief of it all, you know.
Stand by for electrodynamic launch assist sequence commencing.
You'll see what I mean. Holy crap.
Beginning descent.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on. We were only a few feet off. Oh, we survived worse. So anyway, welcome to the final level. This is Panchaea. It's actually daylight for a change. Have a look at that. Doesn't that look spectacular? And I always love a good snow level, so a nice change in aesthetics, and I really like this level actually too for that reason. So I've already bought all the. I have pretty much every augmentation I'll ever need by the end of the game. If I get anything else, it'll basically just be a waste. So I'm gonna be hauling ass through this level basically because I have all the sprinting augmentations, and because I have the EMP immunity, we can just make this part right here into a freaking joke. We can just go la 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 la. Oh, never mind. I forgot about the mines. Yeah, there's EMP mines and the water's electrified, but since we have the EMP immunity, we can just charge through that water. La 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 la. It can't hurt us worth a damn. But like I said, I got a little bit too carried away there, and there are some frag mines we need to be careful of, including one in this vent here. We're gonna try to see if we can hit with the ridiculous spread of the double barrel. I will use all the ammo I've accumulated for this thing by the time I drop it. Trust me. So if you weren't able to tell by the previous scene, pretty much everyone, all the augmented workers that built this place, and all the people. Oh crap! Went the wrong way. Okay, yeah, I gotta go up here anyway. I got a little carried away there again. I'm trying to haul ass for this level, but all these people will be basically crazies because of the augmentation, the chip causing them to go insane. But that means they're gonna behave a little bit like zombies. Yeah. So this game has zombies now. That's great.
Near the bottom of the ocean. Is that right?
But the lockdown caused all the blast doors to seal. You won't be able to go down until you override them manually.
I'll talk more about the enemies when we actually get to see them, but honestly the whole concept of that is honestly a bit of a letdown. Like, I'll probably mention this again later on, but I was expecting like big, heavily armored like armies of like super soldiers coming after me to where I'd have to use all of my powers to be able to take them down. It would just be a super challenging area, but for the sake of the story, I have no complaints as far as this level goes. But gameplay wise, I think it was a bit of a missed opportunity, but for the story and definitely aesthetically, it's top notch. There are a bunch of side rooms there, but like I said, there's nothing else we need. There's no weapons or items we need. There's no data that we need. There's no Hugh Darrow Ebooks anymore. We can just Leroy Jenkins our way to Hugh himself, who is right over here.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature. But human nature is the only thing we have that gives us a moral compass and the social skills we need to live in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior in this. What you're doing is insane.
Is it? When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster?
Actually, Mr. Jensen, I prefer to think of myself as Daedalus, watching helplessly as his child crashes into the sea.
Sort of a half mythological reference and half original Deus Ex reference, but still very, very cool, very appropriate. So we begin the last dialogue persuasion sequence of the game against Hugh Darrow, and this one is, I'm going to stay quiet through most of it, but this is a very challenging one because it's a lot of dialogue, and he's pretty damn intelligent, so we have to, it's going to be pretty hard to persuade him, but the main problem is that there is a huge variance in the answers, in the replies that he'll give you to your phrases, and there's a lot of dialogue that you could get as a response from what you say to him. So this is extremely variable. So I'll just be going with the ones that I know work, and just pay attention to what I say when it prompts. Extrapolate as the first option is always a good one to go with. That's a good one to start with, but from then on out, I believe they become highly randomized.
You have to embrace your change. The stress and horror you forced us to live through will have ripped it out of us.
I knew there would be casualties, but I thought, over time, surely the human spirit can recover. History has shown us again and again that the human race is hidebound and governed by inertia. As a society, as a species, the only way to elicit any kind of reaction from it is through an act of tragedy, a horrible cataclysm. I regret what
and again, this is the first time that I've heard these particular lines, because there's so many alternate lines for this scene.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. None of it matters, because this is what will happen now. After today, whatever you say will be dismissed as the ravings of a mass murderer. You were one of the greatest minds of our time, and tomorrow you'll be nothing but a killer.
Ravings of a mass murderer? When the truth is revealed, when people know why I did this, surely they will understand. It was my genius that created the technology, my vision that seduced Zarif and Zhao and all the others who now feed off of it. They seek to stand on the shoulders of my research without comprehending the danger that people like you pose to mankind. I am the only one with the perspective, the insight, to know what is needed.
People like me? You mean not like you? You changed the world when you invented this technology, but your creation is leaving you behind. And as long as it's allowed to continue, mankind will use it to evolve without you. Until the father of tomorrow is known as yesterday's man.
But they cannot leave me behind. Don't you see? You think you have the measure of me, don't you? That I'm some common criminal you can bully into submission. Go on then. Beat the codes out of me. Lash out and prove me right about you and what augmentations have done to you.
You can't have the future, so no one can, is that it? Open your eyes, Darrow. Look at what your obsession is doing to the world. When all of this is over, nothing will be left but anarchy and fear, smoldering in the ashes of burning cities. How can anything be rebuilt from that?
No, that's not what I wanted. There must be something left, some hope of renewal. Because without hope, there is nothing. I will give you what you want, Mr. Jensen. Codes to shut down Panchaea's security system. But you'll still be in danger. Much of the system is self-determining and lethal. When you see it, maybe then you'll understand. The technology I created will not be the future any one of us desires. Please, help the world understand that.